Hi everyone, Vegas Film Critic here, Jeffrey K. Howard, here to talk about Eddie the Eagle. Finally, a family film. I'm just going to get right to it. A family film for the whole family, family entertainment, exciting, cheering, standing out of your seat. All those cliches apply to this movie. It's based on the true events of Eddie the Eagle Edwards, who was Britain's first jumping, I don't know sports, what's it called? Not downhill racing, but it's, ski jumping. Where these guys go down these giant chutes and for, 70 meters and 90 meters and they lean forward and you think they're going to crash, which they do sometimes. Well, that's what Eddie's doing. But Eddie hasn't been practicing this his whole life. He's done it for a year. And the movie starts out where he's a little kid. He's I don't know if he's special needs or he's just a quirky character. I'm not sure. They really don't go into that. But he's got this great facial expression. He's got this determination where his whole life people told him, including his family, his father, you're never going to amount to anything. Find your place in life. You're not going to be Olympiad. You're not going to win in gold medals. You're not going to go to the Olympics. But he keeps trying track and field. He keeps trying all these different things. But he's got these knee problems. He's got something wrong with his knees when he was a little boy, so he's been in the hospital a long time, so he's in braces. So he was fighting the odds. He was just, his determination never went away. So when he couldn't do track and field, he couldn't do all those things, he turned to the Winter Olympics, so he was trying downhill racing, he was doing the downhill stuff. And when he qualified, the British Olympic team said, not going to do it. You're not pretty enough. You don't get sponsors. We want winners. We don't want oddballs here. So he looked into downhill jumping, or the ski jumping, whatever it's called. And he found out there was a loophole in there that if you just qualify for one event, you're on the Olympic team. So now he heads off to Germany where he's going to start jumping off these things. It's insane. I can't believe how insane this is. And he meets Hugh Jackman, who's a former champion who's now fallen from grace. Alcoholism, fighting, the bad boy of skiing for the Winter Olympics. And so, of course, it's a typical cliche sports movie where, they fall from grace, they redeem themselves, the crowds are cheering, all that kind of stuff. But you know what? It's okay. It's very formulaic, but it's based on the real life of Eddie the Eagle Edwards. He flies like an eagle. Is there a Steve Miller song coming? It should be. And I did, the real guy's still alive. This is all in 1988, So he's the first British Olympian ski jumper. I mean, so it's just almost laughable to hear that, Britain doesn't have a ski team, in terms of jumping. But now he was the first one to do it. And so, I mean, I'm telling you, I was cheering. I love, what's his name? Taron Egerton. And you remember him from Kingsman Secret Service? Same producers who did this film. And he does a total transformation from his Kingsman character. I mean, I have so much respect for this guy now because I thought he was just a punk kid they found, but he was in character. Wait till you see him as Eddie the Eagle Edwards. And I did read some articles about, I'm curious about what's really true in this movie because there's a dramatic license with these biopics. And according to Eddie Edwards himself, maybe 15 to 20% of the movie is true. So, I don't know. So what's Liberty Valance say? The man who shot Liberty Valance, when the legend becomes fact, print the legend. So we'll just stick with that. So bring the entire family because Hugh Jackman is awesome in this movie. We even have a cameo from Christopher Walken, who plays the U.S. coach that's estranged from Hugh Jackman's character, and his name was Bronson Peary. But I found out the coach was all made up. I don't want to ruin the movie for you. Come on. This is not a documentary. It's just an exciting family film. It reminds me of Rudy. Remember that with Sean Astin, where he was determined to go to Notre Dame? Or just any of these sports movies where they're fighting the odds and just you're cheering for them. It's so inspirational. It really is. In a time where in the January, February of this year, we have all these crappy films that the studios just dump. Here we have just this uplifting studio film that the whole family will enjoy. And that's saying a lot in this day and age. So if you don't want to see Kung Fu Panda 3, shuttle them over to Eddie the Eagle. All right? I know you'll enjoy it. I'd love to know what you think. Make sure you comment below and tell me what you think. And also, for more reviews and interviews, surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. Check out my podcast on iTunes. And if you like what you see, and I know you do because I've gotten lots of replies from you people. Thank you so much. Comment, subscribe, thumbs up. Perfect. I'm Jeffrey K. Howard. I really like this movie. I'll see you next time.